soon as we step on the mic, man, you notice the difference. Heavenly blessed with the melanin, baby, you know that we winning. No time for the long talk, got 120 on the clock. Wednesday 8 through 10, all the bad vibes better stop. Cause you gotta come with that energy. Casual convos, baby, come down and just sit with me. Lil' Coco be spitting that remedy. Casual convos, baby, come down and just sit with me. You better take this shit serious. She dropping knowledge on head and it's free for the play. Tap in right now if you curious. We got the ham radio going lit every age. We go from people to family to pilots. Stay with me if you got something to say. Know it's important if we go acknowledge. Speak on the business and get out the way. What you gonna say about my mama? She winning, you rockhead.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Wu-Tang Wednesday as it is. I am the co-host, Idris Salam, and that's my beautiful host, badass host, Coco in the building from Baltimore, Maryland. Anyway.
You gotta say it right. Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore. Baltimore.
Maryland,
yeah.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. See, now you threw me off. Anyway, here we go. Welcome to the Casual Convo Show. We have conversations, personal, business relationships. Honestly, I hadn't been a while since I said this. Anyway, we had a casual convo, so you don't have to have a tough convo. Now, here we go. I'm your co-host, Idris Salam, aka Boscoe from the Bronx. Check me out, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Wednesday on handradio.org. And Hand Radio is a website. It is not a radio. So just log into the site. And that's my host. She's bad to bone. Coco in the building. What up, yo?
Hey, y'all. What's up? So, then Bosco had to do it because I'm going to probably sound like a man off and on throughout this live. I'm getting over.
You don't sound like Brittany Griner. You good?
Not yet. Okay, great. Because now yesterday I sounded like 3 strong men and their grandfather.
No, you straight.
Bosco, of course, is not cammed up. So he on our sick and shut-in list, but he's going to be with us verbally today.
Yup.
So, I know we took a week off last week. I hope everybody had a good holiday.
Yeah.
Had to spend some time with your family. If you didn't, I still hope that you had a great day, a great holiday. Got some rest or whatever it is that you did. I hope it was great. Secondly, what was I going to say? Oh, hello, Richard. Mental health check-in. I guess we can just dive right because we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about current events. It's been a lot going on currently. So let's go with the mental health check-in. I'm going to say I'm good. Blessed. I got to see my grandkids, my children, some family members that I haven't seen in quite a long time. So that was always like great, a blessing. I think that made my day. Despite some hiccups, I think my mental health is good. I can't complain. I think I'm in a good headspace. So, what about you?
Hey, I'm good. Like I said, I had my surgery today. I'm feeling great. I got one more left to go, and I'll be dope. What's up, Lisa? What's up, Matrix? What's up, my boy Richie Hicks Jr. in the building? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm ready to get on this subject, though. I'm feeling. I do want to give some thoughts today, actually. I ain't gave a thought in a while. So let me give a quick thought. You're on mute, man.
I know. Go ahead. I mean.
Oh, okay. My thoughts of the day is, and I posted this on my Facebook wall. There was a time where we, as Black people, people of color, or brown people, all of us, we didn't have a forum or platform to tell the world who we really are, what we're really about. We always had to rely on the media to describe us. And as one who lived overseas for a few years, I saw how the American media described Black people, brown people negatively as savages and animals, everything else. This is especially in Asia. Go to Hong Kong, go to the Philippines. You would see these images. Thankfully, a lot of people saw that it was BS. Because when they met some of us military men, Black GIs, they were like, okay, y'all are not these crazy savages that the American media. When I lived in Germany, I saw how black men and black women got respect. In fact, I tell people, go to Germany. And I know it's going to be some rednecks out there say some nonsense. Well, go move there. Get out of my country. But to be honest, in Germany, the 6 years I was in Germany, I got treated better than all the years I've been in the USA. And that's being real. Black men and black women get respect over there. Because, again, they see through the bullshit. Getting back to what I started with, but see, now that we have a platform to explain us, to express ourselves, to uplift us, we use it to show all the negative stereotypes that the media put out there towards us in the beginning. And I'm not going to call out these podcasts because I don't want to give them any fame, but you know who they are. One is a podcast with a Philly rapper. One is a guy who's Jamaican, light skinned, who used to be a DJ. His last name ends with a K, starts with an A. I keep going all the way down the line. All these hip hop pages who claim to be hip hop, all they do is find the negative thing of what they never talk about. How Andre 3000 just outsold Nas and all these new rappers, and respect to Nas, one of the greatest of all time, but how his flute album outsold everyone. Rather than say, shouts out to Andre 3000 for growing, they just found something negative to say about him. Why is a rapper doing this? But they don't realize there's a lot of rappers in history that play instruments. Tupac played about 5 or 6 different instruments. Rakim plays a saxophone. We can go to Shock G, a.k.a. Humpty Hump. Rest in peace. He played the piano. Jay-Z plays the piano. So many artists, rappers do this. But our people, and I'm only speaking on our people. I don't hear what white people do. I'm not talking about white people. What's up, Taj? What's up? You see in the building. Taj, what's up? Our people do this. Rather than say uplift this artist or this person, we rather find the most grimiest thing and talk about it. And we get away from what it's just we get to the platform, we forget that we need to dispel these stereotypes that we're always violent, but that's all we promote about ourselves as violent. When I look at white podcasts, I see them talking about us. But when they want to promote, they promote their people. Like, okay, now I'm going to say, what about white people? They promote their people, whoever they are. They promote them. Look at so-and-so. Look at so. It could be a little child. They'll promote. With us, we'll show a little 9-year-old that video disgusting with a little, he might be 7 or 8 years old, rapping, saying the dirtiest lyrics. And we're like, yeah, look at him go. Look at him go. It's bullshit, y'all. Shouts out to the Casual Convo Show. We may talk about things that's going on, but you know what we don't do? We don't find someone and just bash them. We'll talk about the situation, say, well, what can we do better? We don't grab Sexy Red and say, she's a piece of shit, da-da-da-da-da. You know what we do? We say we shouldn't have it, or we just leave it alone. We may have our feelings about it, but we're not going to take a whole show and just find every bit of dirt against her. I don't care for her. But I'm not going to sit here and just say, okay, we got a whole 2 hours. Let's throw dirt on her. Let's throw dirt on Nicki Minaj. Let's throw dirt on Cardi B. I don't listen to them. But I know somewhere behind that music, like Cardi B and Nicki, they're good people. So I'm not going to take their music and say, this is who they are. I'm going to talk about Cardi B, how she spreads money around the neighborhood and says, hey, let's do this. I'm going to talk about Nicki Minaj and say, don't get the enhancements, the BBLs and stuff. Use your money to build your family. I'm going to talk about Cardi B saying, I wish I never made this music. I'd rather raise my daughter the right way. I'm going to talk about that. And that's it. What's up, J-Ben?
Yeah. Okay, so I agree with everything that you said. And plus, I think what bothers me, I think when it comes to those other platforms that you mentioned, is I get clicks and views. I get people say this is what sells. And when it comes to ignorance, but the difference is, why am I going to tear down another person that looks like me when, okay, if I don't agree with it, I don't listen to it. I say it all the time. I just keep on scrolling.
Mm-hmm.
But why not find another method of uplifting, or maybe another option to say, I don't have to tear you down to lift you up and find something, positive or something to say about somebody. And if I can't, I just don't speak on it. But when you bring light, and then I hate to see the day when you just, like I said, you never know what headspace people are in. And as we're starting to see, a lot of people are being pressured to make that kind of music or to have this particular type of image. You don't know what they're going through mentally.
True.
And what you can push somebody to doing, because that's like honestly bullying. And then when you get called out on it, is you a hater, or oh, you don't want to do this, you don't want. If it's not for you, it's just not for you. But I'm not going to highlight somebody's shortcomings or something that I don't agree with.
Right.
I'm never going, especially not to another woman. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Hello, Mud. How are you?
What's up, L Train?
So I think I want to start. I know I started off talking about the holidays and things like that. So a couple of conversations I had, with like friends, family, things like that. When let's just start off, because we are in the holiday season. Everybody's talking about the holiday spirit. Me personally, it didn't feel like Thanksgiving. It didn't feel like, it doesn't feel like the holiday to me.
No.
So I'm curious to see, what do you feel that way, or like certain things have changed? I remember when holiday time comes, like you be ready for it, you get excited. It meant something internally, not externally. It wasn't about capitalization. It wasn't about who can buy the biggest gift. It wasn't based on the value of a gift.
Right.
So I look at it like now, when people are like, what you want? I don't even want nothing. I don't, because I'm like, if that's the only time or the value of how I feel about you is based on a gift. So if you don't like the gift, I could spend $500 on a gift, but if you don't like it, you gonna say my gift's some trash.
Right.
But it came from the heart, so it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, the way I look at it is, with the holiday season, it's like like they'll say, you got Thanksgiving one day, and the very next day, people forget about the thanks they give.
Can I cut you off one
Yeah,
second?
yeah.
So Lamont asked a question. He said, how is an opinion bullying? That's not bullying. I think for me, the bullying comes in if I post video after video after video, and I'm doing still shots of you at your worst.
Yeah.
And I want to make that go viral, and I want to pick you apart and make you feel less than who you are because I don't agree with you doing, or because you don't fit my narrative. That's bullying. I don't have to embark on everything that you do and highlight it. Like, okay, for instance, I mean, can I use you for an example?
Yeah. You know that.
Okay, like if like you had your surgery, right? And let's say you got up here and somebody threw a screenshot, because Boscoe, da 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 da, and then every day like clockwork, and then you get 50,000, 20,000. So now you got other people commenting, making snide remarks, making fun of a person, because that's what it is. You're making fun of somebody to get rich.
You know, to add to what you just said, good analogy too. Like, so suppose like there people know I got eye surgery today. Now, if I post my picture, someone take a screenshot and they'll say, Bosco got his ass whooped. Da 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 da. You know what I mean? And then it's okay to have an opinion on something. Okay, fine. But like you said, is when you use it to basically get your clicks, because eventually the narrative is going to change from me getting a surgery to where he talked all that shit and somebody bust his ass to this, that, and this, that. And then I can come on the page and know I had surgery, but nah, you ain't had no surgery, blah, 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 blah. You be talking all that shit. That's when it gets crazy. I mean, have your opinion, but don't run it in the ground to where every post you make is about, like, I clown people. Everyone knows I joke, but I always make sure I put the laughing emoji, because I'm like, look, I'm joking around, y'all. Don't take it serious. But I don't, like with the Cowboys, everyone, that's a running joke. So that's a whole different thing. But yeah, I'm not I'm not gonna keep pounding somebody, boom, 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 and saying, "Hey, look at this guy, look at this guy, this guy." And I think social media. I feel social media has made us stupid and made us feel like our word is the final word, and if you don't follow it, then you're a hater or whatever. It's like no one else can have an opinion. This is the thing. It's like people live their life through social media. Like that's their validation. Like, no, homie. Before social media, what were you doing? You know?
Clarification. Lamont says he took it as speaking against their music. Understood. No, Lamont, I
Oh
promise.
no.
The sad part is, I can agree to say it's trash, but
Mm-hmm.
I still couldn't tell you certain songs or who it was. I don't listen to most of the music I listen to. I know this probably off subject and probably not important. Most of the music that I listen to a lot of like Afro beats. I listen
Oh
to
yeah.
um a lot of old school R&B. That's what's on my playlist. I don't
Yeah.
listen to a lot of the newer music. I'm lost.
Yeah.
My kids will tell you. I think I'm
Me too.
turning into literally mama.
Yeah. I'm
'Cause
with you.
I
I'm with
don't
you.
I don't listen to a lot of stuff. So sometimes when people mention certain people, I'm like, who is that? But then when I see it, all I see
Yeah.
is a negative thing. That kind of puts an impression of a person before you even get to form your own decision about them.
It's like the thing with Andre 3000. He made the flute album. And people trashed him. Why is he? I was expecting a rap album. Why were you expecting a rap album when he said like a year ago, I don't have anything else to offer?
Mhm.
Rhyming, he said it a year ago. I'm like, where all these people who were fans of him are now trashing him because he decided to make some. They forget Queen Latifah had stopped rapping a long time ago. She made a jazz album,
Yep.
and it was
And it was
good.
good. It
It
was
was
good.
good.
I like
I
Andre's album.
I like it.
I think if anybody looked at the evolution of Andre, he's always changed. He's always had that
Always been different.
artistic ability. Right.
Yes.
I wasn't surprised that
Mhm.
it would be that, but I was kind of like I was surprised that he actually was courageous enough to do it
Yeah.
and be like, because everybody was anticipating um the old him. And I
Yeah.
think we also got to understand people mature, people grow, some people elevate. I'm not going to expect the blueprint Hove if he, Jay-Z, if he come
Right.
up. I'm
Right.
going to expect over 50 pushing 60.
Hmm.
Jay-Z, his life is just not the same. He's not going to say the same thing. And I think we put too much what's the word? I'm drawing a
Stock.
blank. Huh?
Too much stock.
Yeah,
Too much
on
stock.
people and overly expect something, and then when
Hmm.
we don't get it, it's like wrong. Like no,
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I listened to it at work. I think it's really peaceful, it's relaxing, and
That's what
it's
it
something that we
is.
really need, something different. And I don't know, was it you? Somebody
Mhm.
made a post, and I was like, that's dead on. We making fun of it.
Mhm.
Everybody in the game probably gonna sample his
It was
music.
me. Yeah.
Yes.
DJs and producers are I forgot who said they just sampled it. That's a set. That is a DJ's playground. That whole album. It's just like with Oh, I just had his name in my head. Made something different. God, I can't. I just. Oh, it was Andre. Think about when he made that song "Hey Ya." How long ago was that? That was outside of the hip hop realm. If you listen to the lyrics, if you listen to the beat, listen to the music, that ain't
Mhm.
no hip hop. People didn't realize Andre 3000 has always been different. That different type of rapper. Big Boy's been doing house music for I don't know how long. But see, a lot of people don't notice that. He's
Yep.
doing a house music. You know? He stepped outside of the regular rap realm. And see, people, I mean, I'm like, I like the album because like I say it's relaxing.
Mhm.
It's relaxed. If you want to and see, that's what I say people don't have enough culture in them. They're stuck in the box. They expect a rapper to just rap. Like he don't have no other talent except to rap about blah blah blah. Andre 3000 is damn near 50 years old. He's like, what can I be rapping about at this age?
Yeah.
They want people like Rick Ross is what 37 or something like that, almost 40 or 40 something. He's still talking about the same shit. Like Drake, people don't realize Drake is getting up there in age, but they
Was
the
he the
same
one that put
shit.
out that what was his last? Was it him? Who was it that put out the what was it? It wasn't like a jazz. It was like a techno. Was it Drake? And everybody was expecting
Oh, who was
Drake
that?
to come out real light skin. What was who
No,
was
it wasn't
Was
Drake.
it
It was
him? Who was it, Sean?
I forgot. I know Big Boy had one like that.
I
Big
can't
Boy had a.
remember. No, it
Was
wasn't
it
50.
50?
It
No, it
wasn't
wasn't.
50.
No, it might have been Big Boy because Big Boy came out with something like that recently.
And everybody was like clowning it. It was somebody
Yeah.
who they were really excited. And I think every song was like a house beat.
Shout out Shaw Van Dam in the building.
Hey,
Shout out John Walk in the building. Yeah, I mean, shout out King Paul. Yeah, I don't understand people. They forget hip hop was created from
hey,
the very things that everyone got a
hi,
beef with.
Corey.
That okay, hip hop was born from the very thing that they're dissing Andre 3000. Hip hop was born from different genres of music, rap, jazz, rock, soul, folk, blues, all that stuff. All that stuff was sampled in the beginning, but now people are getting mad because he went back. I mean, I'm happy the guy can play a flute because I didn't know he played a flute. You know, I'm like, damn, the dude plays a flute. You know,
I encourage everybody when you just relaxing, chilling, whatever you're doing. If you drink wine, if you want to,
mm-hmm.
smoke something, put it on and just vibe out. I promise you,
even
it's
if you
really, really
even if you're
good.
smoking, this
That's it.
puts.
That's what I said.
Well, this is my bad.
I ain't
I'm
working.
I'm working out of one eye, so one eye, my ears, they ain't
Like,
working right either.
speaking of
yeah,
music,
yeah, like J Bear said, Nas did it,
yeah,
but a guru from Gangstar, he did 2
yeah,
jazz albums.
the roots,
The Roots, they've been doing other stuff,
yeah.
you know.
But speaking of music, let's just change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
This is the way Bosco is going to be very controversial.
Oh,
So, attention to everyone moving forward. We will not be upset if you guys click off if this is not for you. This conversation may not be for you. Our views are our views. Please do not take it past as though we're speaking for everyone. We are
right.
not. My views is mine. Bosco views is his. Now, some of these topics y'all do know if you have watched the show before, we are going to be true to who we are. We're going to speak from our own thoughts and minds, and we encourage everybody to do so. If you're in the comments, whatever you comment, that's your thought. If you don't agree, we welcome it. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So, would you like to introduce your homie?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Sean P. Diddy Combs. I can still call him Puffy. While stepping down from, we're gonna talk about the whole P. Diddy thing. You want me to start it, or you want to start it?
You can.
All right, I'm gonna give you my opinion first, and then we'll go ahead down the line about everything going on. And people gonna call me a hater, but I'm gonna put it this way: I lived up there, and I was around that area where Diddy's from. Okay, I remember Diddy going back to the City College thing. If you don't know about the City College incident, look it up. Diddy and City College. A lot of people died in that, and he basically just brushed off like, well, things happen. Da 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 da. With Diddy was never a gangster. His father was a gangster, but his father was also a snitch. Okay, he got killed, and I'm not trashing his father because he's dead or nothing like that. But his father became a snitch, and he got killed. Had a lot of mouth. A lot of us in the Bronx or uptown, which is separate from the South Bronx, but it's still a Bronx, uptown, we knew about Diddy. We knew about Uptown Records. We knew about Andre Harrell. We knew about Heavy D. We knew about all them up there. And this is no diss towards Heavy D and them because they had nothing to do with this stuff. I'm just saying they were all part of the Uptown music group. Diddy has always been grimy. We knew about Diddy and how grimy he was. But people called us haters because we spoke out about it. These fanboys were like, "Oh, you just don't like Diddy." No, we knew what type of guy Diddy was uptown, from Gun Hill Road to 241st Street to Iona to Mount Vernon, all points north. We knew what type of guy Diddy was. People say, "But he got money. He got money." All money is not good money, because if you look at the people around Diddy when he built his money, most of them are dead, and they all died young. Now, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say, but the truth is finally coming out. 20 years, almost 30 years after we all said, this man is dirty, this man is grimy. 30 years later, it's all coming out slowly. Who's the hater?
Cassie did that. Cassie did
Shouts
it.
out to Cassie.
Right.
And Jaguar.
I feel
Jaguar
like,
White. Shouts out to her too.
let me clear something up with Jaguar though.
Mm-hmm.
I think people, Jaguar ain't never lied.
No.
When it came to certain things, everything that she has said over the years have came to fruition, right? Mm-hmm. Yes. Did people label her as crazy and say what they want? Nobody has seen this woman's medical records.
Nope.
Nobody knows what this woman has stated. Now, is her delivery a little off? Yes. Yeah. But what she said, everything that she has said about every person that she has named came to fruition. Yep. So, and they label her as a paranoid schizophrenic. Anybody who a lot of times speak truth and you want to silence them. Mm-hmm. And we've seen it.
Kodak, right?
What's the first thing they do is, now granted, during that time, a lot of people do something, mm-hmm. and then you want to say, oh, this person is crazy. Yeah. And I think we said it a couple of times before. A lot of times the truth can seem so off that it seems unrealistic. Yeah. People will believe a lie before they believe the truth.
Right, exactly.
It's easier to believe she crazy than the person that you idolize, or the person mm-hmm. that got all the glitz, the glamour, or have things that have a mm-hmm. lifestyle that you think you want. We put too much on the lifestyle.
Exactly.
We idolize these people for what they want, right?
Yeah.
And so what's the first thing they made her do? She went crazy because she was very calm when she came out, so her voice mm-hmm. got a little bit boisterous. Now, could she be a little off? Yes. Yeah. But she doesn't give me paranoid schizophrenic. No. If you've seen a paranoid schizophrenic person, or a person that's schizophrenic, period, even when they're manic, it wasn't that. Now, did she give me bipolar?
Yeah, I can roll with that. Yeah.
But
that doesn't make her crazy.
No. But then it's like, is it too far-fetched? No, we've always heard the stories about him, and it always kind of went away. I think when it came to Cassie, it was so vivid, and it always been like the whispers, and mm-hmm. then you had little stories coming out, and I think she just put the nail in the coffin, because not only that, she had details, she had people, places, mm-hmm. she can attach the story to other people in other places that was looking at him like, hold up,
she had the receipts.
It ain't just you, she coming for us all. And what you gonna do? Say now something happens to her, mm-hmm. who they gonna look at?
And to add to that, I remember Craig Mack before he died, how he was saying he was so pissed off, he was going to kill Diddy. And mm-hmm. that's when he got into the church. Yeah. But not too long after that, he passed away himself. And like, shout out to King Paul, Sean Combs is the death merchant. But the thing about that, I don't think anybody can disappear now, because too much is out. If someone disappears now, they're gonna know.
They're going to go right back to him. Yeah.
Jaguar goes down, they're going to trace it back to Diddy. Cassie mm-hmm. goes down, Christopher Williams, any of these people still alive, that if they go down mysteriously, Gene Deal, like Hand Radio says, they go down, it's traced back,
Can you break down the law that just passed?
Which one?
The one, because there's been a lot of controversy about the law of why so many women, the new Me Too movement is coming in New York with the accusations and things like that against all of these people who were sexually assaulting them. So, because they're being labeled as money grabbers.
I mean, I
I'm
can't
trying to
really.
figure out why is it that, can I say it?
Yeah.
We shame certain victims that look
Mm-hmm.
like me.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Soon as we say, "Oh, this happened," I don't care if it was 30 years ago, and we were, "Oh, they should have said something right then and there." You don't know what was going on right then and there when it happened,
Yeah.
or why they waited. And
I'm gonna
if
tell
it
you.
didn't happen to you, don't do that. But when you
Mhm.
get somebody else that may look like a Kardashian,
Yeah.
why they do I'm like that? That I believe it. I believe it. I believe everything that happened. I believe everything that happened.
Hey,
Soon as a sister say something, oh, she just wanted the coins.
you know what? I'm gonna tell you about the Me Too movement. I can't. My opinion with the Me Too movement is this, and shouts out to the victims and those who are victims who are afraid to come forward. They deserve justice. The problem with the me, shout out to Karen Hensley, just trying to come see her, go holler at her. The problem with the Me Too movement is this: if you ask questions, they ostracize you. If you want to know what's going on, they ostracize you. They criticize you, and you're just trying to find out what's going on. The movement is flawed because I noticed with them, everyone was Me Tooing, but when the men, and like you said, with the black women, when they came, like when the black women came forward, they got questioned. They got freaking third degree. When the men said something, it was like, yeah, but women, blah, 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 blah. But when the Adult Survivors Act, but when the other one said something, everyone got deep, like, okay, we got to find out what the hell's going on. They went after Bill Cosby. They went after all these people. But I was like, well, what about the other ones? That's the problem I had with the Me Too movement. If you're going to be Me Too, you need to cover everybody. Just don't pick and choose who you feel deserves justice. Because if you've been offended, and I don't mean offended as in pissed off, if someone offends you physically, violates you physically, whoever did it deserves to be punished. They need to be punished. Me Too need to get their shit together. And I'm gonna go even further. Because it's just like with the the woke movement. And people gonna call me racist when I say this, but I'm far from racist. Me Too is a hack, and the same ones who ran Me Too, who have to pick and choose who they want to defend, especially black women. They don't want to defend black women like that. They say they want to throw the money grab label on them. They hijacked the woke movement. People forgot woke movement was for black people, brown people who said, okay, who's starting to realize, okay, what's really going on. But now everybody has that movement except for those who created it. Black people, people of color. So the Me Too movement can kiss my ass. But those who actually want to fight for victims, I'm all for them. And don't look at a person's color to have all of these parameters they have to meet before you say, okay, we believe you. That's the problem with Me Too. Because you're right. The black women are always seen as the money grabbers. But the Kardashian lookers, who we're talking about, the pale skins, it's automatically, they've been violated. But you know something? We've seen with those people, and I'm going to use that term like they use on us, those people, a lot of them were just trying to get I want to call it likes, but they was just grabbing attention. Because all the stuff Bill Cosby did supposedly, a few of them they found out were just bullshit. And they wasn't blacks, the ones that was bullshit. Black women don't get justice when it comes to sexual crimes like that. They don't get justice. They don't. That's why I get angry and black women get mad at me, but y'all forgive me, but I'm just saying, that's why I get so angry when black women jump on these movements. They don't, it's just like with I'll say it, just like with the trans stuff. It was the black women who try to back these cosplay people, not realizing.
Hold on, because you get ready to take it there. Before you go in there, can I say something real quick?
Yeah,
Because I know where you about to go, and I know
I
I ain't
know
gonna
you
be able
do.
to bring you
I
back.
know you do. Go ahead and give a
So,
disclaimer.
um, I really enjoy all of our people commenting in the chat. I love it. I love the
Me too.
engagement. But there's one comment I really would like to speak on. And yes, for anyone who's watching new, I know there's a particular person. Corey, thank you. Bosco goes in when that topic comes up, so you'll you'll get to understand that.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
um,
supporting the black women because I feel women are losing their ability to be women. That's the part
so
I hate.
what I want to address really quickly, and I only want to take a minute. I ain't gonna be a long minute.
Cosplay,
So
cosplay
I'm gonna
nurses.
read that before and after. So John said, waiting years later, actually millions later, to talk about it. Get your ass on. But then he followed up and said, if you don't report it immediately, you actually letting people get away.
It's not that easy.
Let me, as a person who has been in a DV situation,
Mhm. It's not that easy.
telling somebody when they can speak who's been,
Yeah.
and if you haven't experienced it, it's like insulting and it's like a smack in the face. I'm not disagreeing with your comment because
Yeah.
how you feel is how you feel, and
Right.
that's okay. But I'm just going to tell you from an experience.
Mhm.
At the time that it happens, do you know how many women lose their life trying to get away? Do
Right.
you know how many, even men,
Yeah.
lose their life trying to get out of
Trying to get
situations
away.
like that? Do you know how many people are threatened even if they are able to get out? You have people every day who
Suicide.
can't even go seek help
Even
because
suicide.
the person is trying to either
Mhm.
kill them, threatening their kids, threatening their families, threatening a lot of people. If you read her whole thing, he threatened her family. So a
Mhm.
lot of times people are silenced not because, oh, I want this person to get away. There's a fear. Sometimes it takes a minute to be courageous. I didn't talk about a lot of things that I went through, what I experienced until many years later. Does it
Mhm.
make it right? Does it make it wrong? Or am I to blame because this was my experience? We have to, I think, as a society, stop trying to tell people when they should be comfortable to do something when they have to, one, speak up on it, be prepared for backlash. And then you gotta think
Mhm.
about it. You talking about a person that has millions of dollars and has a whole legal team behind it to somebody
Mhm.
who really don't have nothing. What do
Mhm.
you look like? We see it every day in the media.
Look at us.
And then the same thing, we society, we do it as well because when a person come out and let's say they don't have no money and they go against somebody that's a billionaire, we did it. Oh, it's a money grab. She just want a couple dollars. Forget what she been through because honestly, no amount of money can take away the trauma. That's a lifetime. That's lifetime therapy. That's lifetime. You don't know what that person go through to whatever extent that they went through. So
Yeah.
I think before we start bashing people for when or how long, how
Mhm.
about congratulate them for being able to share their story if it's true. I'm not saying
Yeah.
everybody be true because there do be some people out here do be trying to go for the coins. I definitely agree with that,
Mhm.
but when we know or it's there can be proof, and a lot of people have spoke up as to witnessing it dead on.
Mhm.
It's like a thing. And I say the same thing for men because it's a lot of men that's being abused by women too.
Let me tell you a story. And to feed what you just said, you know what they do if they don't get killed? They kill themselves because they can't deal with it anymore. Because they feel they can't reach out to nobody. They're afraid. They commit suicide. They commit suicide.
I
Now I'm
mean,
gonna tell you,
we never know who's lying.
right.
I mean, I don't think it's a matter of who's lying. Me, I don't know if anybody, if you follow me on social media, a lot of stuff I don't even speak on. Why? Because I don't have all the facts. I'm not going to speak out of turn and then gotta tuck my tail between my legs later because I don't like to say I'm
Let
wrong.
me tell you a story, Coco. Tell you a story. And I've told this before on Facebook years ago. I was sexually abused as a
You
boy.
good?
As a boy. As a boy. That's why when I say I had this real strong resentment towards men, I don't like a man putting his hands on me. I was sexually abused as a man. But you know what? You know how long it took me to say something? Now this started when I was 9 till I was about 13. That's how long that's 4 years. 4 years. You know when I finally came out? Now you talking about 4 years, that's 1970. I guess it stopped around 1975. No, later. About 1980. You know when I came out and said something? 2009. And you know what made me do it? And I told the story on Facebook. It's a bridge here. It's the Smoky Park overpass. I felt so bad. It was like 9:30 in the evening. I was walking. I started crying. I got fed up. And I climbed on the other side of the fence and I was going to jump. But the song by Yolanda Adams. What's that song? Golly. I can't even think of the name. I know the tune. It kept ringing in my head because I liked that song. That's what stopped me from jumping into traffic. I was about to jump. I just cried and I came around the fence and I walked some more. And I didn't even go home that night. I slept in the park that night. The next morning, I woke up, not realized, and I walked past this building. And just so happened, I met a veterans rep. And I was talking to her. She said, "Are you a veteran?" I said, "Yeah." And she sat me down. We talked, and I told her, she said, "Do you know you can get help at the VA?" First time I knew I can get help at the VA. I didn't know that. And that moment saved my life. Now you figure, this is 1980 when it ended. And here it is 2009 when I finally said something. But you know what? When I talk to people about it, not pertaining to me, but just saying like, I knew a guy, blah, 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 speaking in the third person. And this is not no knock against women, but they laughed. They said stuff like, well, he probably did something. Blah, blah. It was all that shit. And with the men, it was like, oh man, that nigga soft. Stuff like that. So that's the reason why the men can't say anything. Because it's like, who can we turn to? And that's why with the women, I feel the same way because they may have someone to turn to. But with the women, maybe it's too hard for them to say anything. That's excuse my French, but that's some fucked up shit to have to deal with. That you got in your head knowing you got violated by somebody for however long it was. That's some shit that's hard to deal with. People don't realize it's hard to come forward. Just saying, yo, man, somebody molested me. What'd they do? Telling the person what they did is the hardest part because you got to relive all that shit that happened. That's why people take so long to say anything. They'll come out. Once someone starts coming out and saying, okay, this person, then it'd be like, okay, now I can tell my story because somebody else dealt with the same thing by the same person. Now they can come forward. But that first step is the biggest step you'll ever make in your life. And people who never been on that side of the fence don't realize. That's why I have this resentment. Like I have a doctor. I have a female doctor because I won't let a man touch me. Because I'm like, nah, take your hands off of me. That's why when the police get caught, I said, yo, you need to back up. Because I'll swing. I don't care about going to jail. Because I have that resentment towards men. Now, I do have a doctor, male doctor now. He's cool because he went through the same thing. And I could talk to him like, yo, blah, 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 blah. I'm a whole lot better than I was. Today, I'm a whole lot better than I was in 2009. I still think about it, but it doesn't bother me now. But I still have this anger towards aggressive men in any type of way. I'll swing and I'll get in trouble. So people who think why people wait so long, if it ever happens to you, you'll see why you take so long to speak up. It's hard as hell. You heard it from a man.
Can I give you a cyber hug?
Yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, you can't see me, but I'm doing it back. Yeah, that's why it's hard to say something. That's why it's hard. Yep. That's why you notice I never say anything. All the jokes I make on Facebook, I never say anything involving sexual assault or you got to force this. I never say anything about that because that's just it's no joke. It's no joke. Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Hey,
that's
why we
that's
why we the Casual Convo
so
show.
many emotions right now. Oh my
that's
God.
why we're the Casual Convo show because we talk about it all. We hold we keep it 100 here.
Bring it in.
I'm hugging you back, but you can't see me. I'm hugging you back. You can't see me. At least you hear my voice is getting closer, so you know I'm getting close.
Oh man.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's
Let's
get back to the subject.
He was damn Diddy talking about motherfucking brother love you bitch. Like his ass.
City troll. Okay, 50 trolling and offering to purchase Diddy's Revolt shares for $100.
Fuck
I will
that. I don't even
buy.
want to talk about him no more. We gonna
I
to
will
the next.
buy
What's next?
5
What's
shares.
next? Listen, no, we're not even gonna go there. What's how much more fucking time we got?
I will buy 5 shares.
Fuck them. Let's talk about T.I fucking his son up. What happened with that?
Oh man, look here.
What? Sick of that. Fuck Diddy. God damn it.
That right
Hands
there,
up.
that's a whole train wreck.
Did you
T.I.
watch it?
He did a Draymond Green on him. That's all.
But no, not Tiny went in behind and was like, and he don't even be acting like this at home.
Shout out Chris
Let
Gibson
me
in the
look
building.
him.
Yeah, that's
Current, but ain't nobody selling that Kool-Aid today. We not doing no more current products on this good live no more.
Hey, I'm
Current had
looking.
me
I'm
stuck
looking
the
at that
Kool-Aid
grape.
flavor.
I'm gonna send you a few dollars too. I need that grape.
I want the red though. No
I
lie.
want the grape. I'm gonna send you a few dollars. We gonna talk after the show, Karen. I need me I need a few
Let me
packs
just
of that.
tell y'all, make sure y'all home and not going nowhere. Karen
Don't go
had us
nowhere.
dag on live, forgetting we was on live. Boscoe had did a whole MTV home tour.
Hell.
Boscoe done walked away from the video 18 times. Bosco was fixing the mic that was not broke. Oh, you hear? And then I'm just sitting there like, and then Karen is sitting there like,
Remember that saying back in the day,
How
Gen
work?
X's? Remember that saying back in the day? Don't try this at home. No, you want to try it at home. Don't try it
y'all
nowhere else but
our
home.
word for moving forward. No, ma'am. That was in the took me through. I first went to Atlantic City and was like, what?
Shout out to Karen Hansley. Y'all gotta holler at her, y'all.
I just wanted to lay down. But yeah, so what I want to talk about with the T.I thing. So a lot of people, some people were like for it because that son, he been doing a lot over the last couple of years. And it's like, bro, your parents are millionaires. You ain't going this hard in the paint. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just use a whore, go sit down. But then he was still like, I stand on business.
Yeah.
So my thing is, then you had some people was like, oh my God, he didn't have to do something like that. Oh my God. Why not? So my question
He's
is,
wilding.
why has discipline changed over because in my mind, I strongly believe in your kid up. If it's warranted. I'm not saying abuse your child. But sometimes
that's his kid, J Bear.
I think sometimes you have to a little, together. Because sometimes when there are no consequences or repercussions, I look at it like this. If you don't discipline your child and then your child is one like him, if I look at it like this, if it wasn't T.I, it could have been somebody else or worse. So the thing is, you can't just go out here beating your chest, saying some slick stuff out your mouth, because a lot of kids really need their ass whipped. And then when they get beat up by the police or whoever else, be like, oh my God. No, I mean, the kid out here doing some stupid stuff, and then you going at the wrong person. It's always that one person that's not going to play with you or your child.
You know why? What T.I did, I think he needed to do, because that kid was wilding out. However, I'm gonna tell you,
with me.
However, that's the monster. Him and I can't remember her name. His wife, Tiny. That's the monster him and Tiny created, because his rap career consisted of what it did. Okay, Tiny did what she did because she's running around with Floyd Mayweather, blah 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 blah, and then they wind up having a show, blah 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 blah, and I checked out a few clips of the show, and they bought the camera, and with this generation loves attention. They bought the cameras into their home as a show. They never took a time to say, look, they never did like Deion Sanders or Michael Irvin said, look, you ain't no gangster. Or like Shaq said, you're not rich, I'm rich. They raised him as that type of child who's in that type of family to where it's all look at me, look at me, look at me. So they created the monster that he had to choke out the other day. I'm glad he did it because I see discipline when we came up compared to discipline today. We were bad back then, but we knew we had consequences we had to face when we got home. We knew we had to be home before the street lights came on. We knew not to wild out in school. We knew not to talk back to teachers and throw shit. We knew that. And when we did, we knew what we was going to get once we walked in them doors. To where kids over the last 10, 15 years knew, they not going to, my parents ain't going to do nothing to me. Because you got, now you, I said, remember, if you were 9 years old, you think your mama going to let you walk around saying, eat this pussy, dada? Hell no. You wouldn't have this show today if you did it 9 years old around your mother or your father or whoever. You wouldn't be on the show today. You have Down syndrome, or they'd have smacked you till you look like you got Down syndrome. But if you look at the kids today, the parents raise their kids through themselves. They live their lives through their children. So when their children get 10, 15,
we allow the
20,
system to determine our discipline because
no, we did it
completely different. And I say that because I'm the type of parent. Okay, you hear me? I'm gonna call it now. I'm gonna call him. I want you to call him and tell him to bring the ambulance too because you're gonna
tell him about to whip your ass. Yeah,
call him.
Tell him what I did.
Because this is the thing. I get it. Some people are like, no, we don't have to. You can just do. I don't time out nothing. Make sure your kid know not to play with me. If I can't discipline your child, they get out the way and start doing too much stupid stuff, and you don't like my form of discipline, my form of whatever. I ain't doing it. To keep them with you. Don't bring them over here. And I respect everybody way of the parent. I don't do disrespectful children. I stay away from them. I don't do all of that. It ain't too much talking back. It ain't too. I didn't allow that with mine. And my kids will tell you, I don't play that. No. And then I think it's a difference. You can tell. I'm not saying I ain't had to beat but they knew.
Yeah, they knew.
And my kids knew. They know how to act in public. Can they? They're not just going outright disrespecting nobody. Like I said, I know what my kids are capable of and not. Now, if you tell me they might have cussed you out or something, I believe it because they got a mouth like their mother, right?
Right.
Now, if you just say they went and they started something, I don't. Yeah. Because one, I do know if you tell me they was following behind somebody, that's a lie. Because my kids, if they're going to be in some mess, it's going to be their own and they led the way. Now, if you tell me this happened and he initiated or shit, that was true. Because they're not going to follow nobody else. They're going to get in trouble on their own. But then at the same time, I don't like when people, you got a badass kid, and then when somebody tell you get your fucking kid before you hurt him, my child would never. Yes, they would.
Yes, they would.
Yes, they would. What? Because you're not doing nothing, and because if I see your child bucking back at you or talking to you in a way, I know they ain't gonna have no respect for me.
Exactly, Chris.
If I know I will ball your kid up, or if I know I will go to the end and I might black out on your kid, I'm gonna just stay away from you and your kid.
Like Chris said,
I'm not gonna play with them.
Chris said it started with timeout.
Nobody kid, and these kids shooting people, so I'm gonna have to take you down first.
Like Chris Dixon said, it started with timeouts and count to 10.
These kids crazy.
And I'm gonna speak.
And they got PTSD.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak about the fathers.
Oh, wait a minute, I got too comfortable. Hold on. I'm sorry. Did you see me? I put my leg up and everything.
We can't see your legs. Can't see your legs. Can't see your legs. You good. I'm gonna speak about the fathers. And this is where I'm coming at the father. I see fathers today, under 30. Both my sons will tell you, man, my dad used to break our ass off. He ain't care. My dad used to be like, nah, my dad don't play that shit. These fathers today that I see, and it's not all of them, but around the corner, I stay around the corners of the hood. They're out there with their sons, 10 years old, 11 years old, sons out there doing the same shit with them. And then they go back home to the mother. The mother's basically letting them do the same shit with the daughters. They're not raising the kids. Like, they say, well, y'all didn't have social media when y'all were young. But you know what? We still did stuff. But we went out and played with each other. And we knew we knew what part of the block we can go past. Don't go past this sign. Don't go past this street light. Don't let me find out you on the next street. Don't let me find out you behind the
You ever get
around the
hit with a
block.
fly swatter?
Ooh, that thing
Let me tell you.
stings.
My grandmother
That thing
kept on there. I preach.
stings.
I go to like, damn, that was a.
That thing
Then she extended
stings.
it. You ever have? Do you know how you put an extra? I'm
Yeah,
like, I can't go nowhere. It was going pop. I'm like, damn,
that thing sting.
for
We
a
got
minute.
swatted more than the damn flies did.
But when do
You
you
know?
see kids like play outside though? Like they
They
don't
don't
even
play
go
out.
outside. They go outside. Their definition of playing is figuring out how they gonna go and steal a car or rob somebody.
Yes. Oh yeah,
You have a basketball court. You don't want to play. Then the bet, man, it's just crazy.
nah, Matrix. The wooden spoon. Forget the ruler. The wooden
Now,
spoon.
I agree with Corey. He said he see a lot of good fathers now. Nowadays,
They
when
are.
he was
They are
growing
so.
up, you barely had. Because I think during our time, a lot of the fathers were leaving the home. But I think I will give this generation one thing. We may not agree with the parenting methods, but I do see a lot of the younger fathers in this generation
Mm.
being a part of their child's life or trying to have the family unit in some way. Now, do you have some situations where it be the dumb stuff or
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
But
That's what I mean. Some. Yeah. That's what I mean. Some.
I
Yeah.
would say I do see it a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
now. With so when we were coming, because we had not only we was coming in that transition of wanting to break up our homes. So
Yeah.
certain things were getting hot. It was getting
Yeah.
spicy. They were dividing the home, certain laws. And
Yeah.
then it became, like you were saying, women's lib and, you know, get the dad out the home so you can get a couple dollars, so you can get this, you can
Pseudo
get
women's lab.
benefits, child support. Certain things wouldn't happen. Then the whole discipline factor. So then that's when you started seeing a destruction of our communities.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's so far gone, we can't even bring it back.
You know what? A lady at Protective Services. This is what she told me about spanking the kids. I don't know how it is in other states, but here in North Carolina, that's what she said. And she said it just like that. She said, you can beat the shit out of your child. Just don't leave any marks. That's what she said.
I'm gonna
She
tell you
said,
about
as long as you don't leave any marks, you can.
I got enough time. I'm gonna tell you a quick
Yeah.
story. So I never forget it. This when I found out my oldest son drank. He probably killed me if he found out I told this story. But anyway, whatever.
He ain't whoop your ass. Don't worry about it. So
Oh no, he can't. I invite my kids to the parking lot every
that's
time
what I'm saying. He ain't gonna whoop your ass. So don't you worry about it.
the times the sweatpants on. Let's go. But it was one time I never forget it. My son had to been. He was in high school,
Mm-hmm.
and he went to a little party. Mind you, I told y'all, and if Tina still doing his, she'll tell you, he stayed punished. Right? So
Sound like
this
my
was after the time I punished him. I come
Mm-hmm.
home from work.
Mm-hmm.
This little dude, hey man. I said, oh, he outside. He supposed to be outside. So I go in the house, get my I said, son, come here.
Yeah.
I'm running over like he right. Why
Yeah.
you outside? So
Yeah.
the punishment got extended. Long story short, 6 months later, yeah, that's how long my punishment was. Because he kept
Hell
getting
yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Lock the
so
ass up.
we
Lock
go
him
out.
up.
Son ain't home.
Yeah.
You know me.
Yeah.
Mom. Man, his little friends knocking on the door. I
Yeah.
start seeing lights. I'm all like, somebody, can I get locked up? This nigga drunk as fuck. Going
What?
off. Yes. So I'm so in my mind, I'm scared like they gonna fuck my kid up. And we living in the county. Man,
Oh
so
shit.
he get the yelling and pointing in my face. And in my
What?
like, so I yoked him up.
Yeah.
So the black officer told the white officer,
Yeah.
pause. So
Yeah.
he said, Miss, if you fuck him up, we got your back. Say
Oh
that.
hell yeah.
This nigga looked at the police, drunk. He about 16. Introduced you to the
Oh,
police. And I looked at him. I said, bro. So it's like Can we? I said, can you? I said, you ain't locking my son up. That's not how we fuck. We gonna beat your ass if you try to lock him. I just need to get him in the house. This slurring, still trying to dance and shit. Cussing everybody out. I got him like this.
Yeah.
He yanked away.
Yeah.
Get away. Because all he see is the police shot. You know how they keep.
Yeah.
So I'm like, y'all instigate. Man, I don't know where he thought he was about to sprint to.
Yeah.
All he did was yank him up. Man, they yanked my head, my son all up on the car. I was like, get the fuck out. Man, they had the. You should have seen how they carried my son in the house. And they was like, you good? I said, the police was like, if we get a call that you fucked him up, we ain't coming back. You just going. I said, thank you, because if he tried, he would. Man,
hold up. Before we go to break, I gotta read what Matrix said.
What?
Put baby oil on the bathroom floor when they get out of the shower.
That part. No, all of that. Guess what happened? Girl, I was so mad at him when I say drunk, and he didn't even know what he. And then his friends, they look all looking all scared.
Yeah.
So, as soon as he get in the house and they throw him on the sofa, he sleep. I said, I know the.
He faking the phone.
Man, I woke him up with all the noise. You hear me?
Yeah.
After that, man, he missed a lot his high school years. But yeah.
J Bear, I didn't put petroleum jelly. You know what I did? I wet the belt. I did the belt in the kitchen sink, and then I was like, "Let's go," because that shit burned like lava. But anyway, let's go to break, man.
Oh, okay.
All right, y'all.
We're gonna go to break. We be back. How long is the break? 5?
Yeah, I guess.
So if it disappeared, just know we're gonna
minutes.
be back at 5. Be back. We got some other stuff we gonna talk about.
Yeah, it's about to get hotter, y'all. Come back in 5 minutes. Peace.